Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Minecraft 1.19, and today guys is going to be all about enchanting, because let's face it, we are quite advanced and ready to go to the nether, but the only thing that we need now is going to be enchanting. So it's a few things that we need to do, guys. Okay, let me show you this. Look what I done between episodes, guys. I have done this sweet berry farm as well. Look at how cool is that. Look at that. I think that that's going to help with the food production for this episode, guys. But also look what I have done. I have done a enchanting house, and that is the house. That's a little lake, and that is the enchanting house. So here in this room, it's not too big, but it's okay. We are going to place the enchanting table with the bookshelves and all that kind of thing. So that's what we are going to do today. Now, to make an enchanting table, we need bookshelves, and to make bookshelves, we need paper and leather. So this is what is going to happen. We need 138 pieces of paper. Now, paper, as you can see, you can get it from sugar canes. I have a little farm in here. Very nice, as you can see. We will also need 46 pieces of leather. I got those as well. You will remember that we created this little farm in here, and yes, look the amount of cows we have. Oh, and yes, give them wheat and they do their thing. That means that if you feed them, they will have babies, and look at how many we have already. And of course, I have already farmed some leather, so we have plenty of that. Look at that, 64 plus 13. We only need 46, but I'm going to do extra books and I will explain that why. So now what we need to do is to do bookshelves, and we need to do books. So how many we need? Well, bookshelves, we are going to need 15, and that is what we are going to do next. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is make some books, and we are going to need a average of 45, but I'm going to make about 50. I think that is going to be a good way to start. So we're going to do about 50 if we can, and let's get cracking with this, and hopefully we can make the 50. And I will explain why we need so many. And as I said, 45 should be enough to do you 15 bookshelves, but I'm going to create an additional 5 just for enchanting purposes. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Especially we can crack it really quickly and get those 50 books ready. And then we are going to create 15 bookshelves. That is really important as well to create the enchanting table. So that is what it is. So there you go. We're going to need 15 of those, and this is getting there very quickly as well, guys. So we get the 15, and now what we need to do, of course, is going back to the enchanting house. So let's do very quickly, and we set up the room already for this thing. So let's do that, and hopefully we are going to have an enchanting table soon. Let's do that, shall we? So this is the way it works, guys. The table has to be set up in a certain way. So the table goes right here in the middle, as you can see, and must have at least one block space between the bookshelves. That is really, really important. We will explain that later. We are going to need 15 bookshelves, as we already said, and we are going to double stack them. Okay, that is important as well if we do that. So I think first thing first, let's get on with it. And I'm going to place 1, 2, and 3 there. I'm going to double stack those. It's going to be 6. Then I'm going to bring 2 there and 2 there. And then I'm going to double stack them as well, right there. And then we have one spare that we can place in there as well. Okay, really important. Now you can see that we have 5 books left, and that is going to, well, we're going to use them later on to create some enchanting spells and things. So that is the way it's going to go. So we have put down all the bookshelves, and now we need to ensure that the table goes in the middle at some point. So that we're going to do that as well. Let's go back to the crafting table very quickly. and I'll show you how to make the enchanting table. So here we are, enchanting table. You need the obsidian and diamonds, which I have already collected. And of course, you need the book to create the enchanting table. So let's do that very quickly. And now we can go back to the enchanting room and place the enchanting table there as well. Okay, so here we are, get the enchanting table there, and it's a few things that happen very quickly. You can see all these spells coming out of the bookshelf, and that pretty much gives power to the book. You can see as well that as you approach the book will open, but as you walk away, it will close. That is pretty cool thing as well. So that is very, very good. Now we are going to need two more things, guys, and I'm going to show you what and why. So let's go back to the crafting table, and we're going to need a grindstone and a anvil. That is really important as well that we do that, and I'll show you why. So grindstone is going to be there, and we're going to place the anvil as well, both of them. So let's go back again and place those there. Okay, so I'm going to place the grinding stone there maybe, and the anvil just there. And what is all this about? Well, the grinding stone, you will use it to remove enchantments, okay, and the anvil to place enchantment from books. So those are quite important if you want this type of setup in terms of enchanting. You will need them eventually, so you do that, okay. Now, when it comes down to do the actual enchanting, you're going to need tools, obviously, weapons or armor. That is important as well. So right click on it, and you will see this very small and simple UI. And one thing that we are going to need as well is going to need lapis lazuli. That is really important to do enchanting as well, guys. So first thing we're going to do, let's go place the iron sword in there. And as you can see, you have these numbers in here. I'm going to place one lapis lazuli in there. You see that now it lights up. Just a couple of things I want to show you. The number on the right represents the level of the enchantment, okay? And the number on the left represents the amount of levels that is going to cost you to create the enchantment. Meaning that for every enchantment you do, you need to pay on your levels, okay? So that's really important. What happens is whenever you have an enchantment that you don't want, you can disenchant that and you will have the level back again, the XP back. That's really, really important to understand that. So let's see, that will be a Bane of Anthropos 2, Sharpness 2, that's very nice, Bane of Anthropos 4. For the sake of it, let's go to Sharpness 2 to the sword. And that's it, that is enchanted in there, okay? That's really important. Now, say for example that you want to enchant something and you know you don't want any of those options in here. You say, well, I don't need any of those enchantments. So what can you do? In theory, you cannot get rid of these enchantments. You need to enchant them for them to reset or disappear. So what you do then is you swap a weapon or whatever you want to enchant for an empty book. That is important, okay? And now you can actually reset it if you want it as well, okay? Yeah, that makes sense. So say, for example, that we don't need efficiency or we don't need protection or we don't need fire protection 3. Then we enchant the book, check in there, and then bring the tool again to see if you have new things coming up, as you can see here. Okay, that is the way that pretty much works, guys. So if we go very quickly to the grinding stone, as you can see, you're going to place the thing up the top, and you can actually remove the enchantment. By doing so, you will gain the XP used to do the enchantment as well. Okay, I hope this makes sense, guys. So now that we have the enchantment room going, let me shut the door. Night is up. I think that we are ready to start thinking in going to the nether on the next episode, guys, because this is what we're doing this for. We need to tidy up this room a bit and do the things that we need to do, make sure they have plenty of food. But this is how enchantment works in the game. So as always, please subscribe and comment and like. If you could support the channel, will be greatly appreciated. And I will see you on the next episode. So until then, take great care.